Okay, I'll be showing you how to use the code I supplied in the bottom with the download links to go into a game. You can do whatever you want, but I recommend you pick the SMG so you can, it's easier to test, I think. So you have 30 bullets right now. You're gonna have to find that memory address using Cheat Engine. That's also free. You can download it. Just Google it. It may break your game, converting it to a Windows Vista or a Windows 7 basic theme. So make sure you run Cheat Engine first. If that's not a problem with you, then, well, whatever. I gotta close the game and start it back up. Okay, I'm gonna choose the SMG because it has the most ammo and it's better for testing. So I have 30 bullets right now. Cheat Engine is pretty easy to use. You can find videos on how to use it online. Just select the client process and do a first scan for value 30, and then shoot your gun. It'll be 29, so search for 29, and then shoot again and you'll see that the value on the left here should be 28. Even though that didn't refresh, it should be 28. Now don't just use this address. Right click and go find out what writes to this address. This will attach a debugger to your game. Press yes. Now when you shoot, it should show you what wrote to that address. Click on it, press add to code list. Okay, close the debugger, you don't need it running anymore. Expand this so you can see the code. This right here, client plus 2DA8F, is the code you need. Now go into the code I supplied and you should find this, replace. You're gonna need to replace, just make sure you have 0x before the value that, or the memory address, and the memory address is 2DA8F. So 0x2D8F, and the value after that is how many bytes it is. To find the bytes, you have to double click on the code list value, and you'll see the bytes right here. You need to count it up. A byte is every 2 digits, so 2Fs is a byte, 2 8s is a byte, 6, 8, 5F is 2 bytes. So the bytes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's how many digits there are. The bytes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 bytes. You can just close this and put 6 in here. Now, this will just stop it from the ammo from changing. It won't actually set the ammo. So you don't need to worry about that unless you have like no ammo when you do this. That would be dumb. The name of this exe is client. You can find that by using Task Manager in the Processes tab, and the name of the window is Ace of Spades. Now once you have all that in, you just run this, and it should say process memory written. Go back into your game, and your ammo shouldn't go down when you shoot. I accidentally enabled speed hack. That's just a part of Cheat Engine. Now, you should notice you have unlimited ammo now. So, you can add whatever you want to this. You can add multiple replace codes. You don't need this thing at the end. That's just instructions. You can read through these instructions to get the small overlay to work, and I'll supply you with the bitmap, like of an example overlay. All it does is it just prints the bitmap to your desktop, so you can kind of see it a little bit when you're in a game. You'll know what I mean. It'll flash and look lame, but if you want an overlay, you can use that. So, to find more values, just use Cheat Engine. And a quick tip to finding values in this game, it's pretty cheap. Just search for a memory. Just search memory and search for your name. So mine's Billy Bob. And you see your name here, you scroll above it. Go back into your game and shoot, and you should see the value that goes red. The red are the ones being used, so if you jump, you can see which ones are jump. See the value on the left that goes 0101. This value right here. Right click on it, add this to the address list, press OK. You can close this now. Go here. This is it. The other one was ammo. You can actually delete this because you already found the one that writes to it in the code list. You're going to need to do the same for the ammo, or same technique you did for the ammo for this one, you should see two. One that counts up constantly and one that counts up only when you're jumping. Or I think it freezes when you jump, you'll see. See? Just use the one at the top. Press add to code list and then just close the debugger. Now this one right here, the one that's not ammo, you can just double click on that and find the bytes. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's 10 bytes. So put that in here. You can just copy paste this if you're cheap. Now put the address. Make sure you include the 0 and the X. 3AE23, and it's 10 bytes. So run this, and it should say process memory written. There you go. Now what this does, it just makes it so you can jump like as many times as you want. Just an example of another thing you can, or just an example of adding multiple replace things in the code. So now you can shoot as much as you want, and you can jump as high as you want. I'm not sure the jumping thing works with any game, it just seems to work with this game quite well. If you know how to find the recoil, just tell me, because I need to know that. Whatever. That's how you do it. You can do this to any game, really. I'm going to close the game. I'll just tab it. Okay. There's a lot of instructions in the code and what to do, but there's the bitmap thing. You can do this if you want. I'll supply the keys bitmap and the PSD for the keys if you want to know how I made it. I'll also be supplying the project and the main.cpp separate if you don't want to download the whole project. You might have to put that into a project, and for this bitmap thing to work, you have to include some things into your project. Well, no, you have to go to compiler and go to linker settings. You have to add a couple libraries for that to work. You can Google that, find that online. But this is just a simple template for making your own trainer. I built an entire trainer with a nice menu for this game. It's pretty awesome, has rapid fire and all that, but that's just a small example of what you can do with this. So it's not like big time hacking like aimbots or anything, but if you want to make a trainer, or just make it so you don't have to run cheat engine every time when you want to hack your favorite game, like Red Faction Guerrilla is a good one, a single player game that you can hack as much as you want. But I don't recommend using this for like COD or anything, like going on a real online game and trying to hack COD, because you'll get banned like in probably a couple days, and it probably won't work anyways because all the data isn't client side, it's actually server side, so you can't edit ammo or anything. But it's nice for games like Red Faction or Ace of Spades, and this game is online, but it's free and they don't ban you, so you can do whatever you want. Oh, and a quick tip for cheat engine, you can speed hack this game to like 1.8 and they won't kick you for some reason. If you go above 2 or around 1.9, they'll kick you. So if you want your gun to shoot faster, just put it like 1.5 or 1.8. And I also got rapid fire to work in the memory viewer. I just found rapid fire, so just mess around and you can add whatever you want. So that's pretty much it. Oh, and all the download links below are AdFly, so it's not a share cache. I hate share cache. They just redirect you to what's it called? Mediafire and multi-upload, so just download it from there. If any of the links go down, just tell me. So that's it. Bye.